Confidence is that state of mind and even a feeling state within the body that tells you that you are capable of performing the task in front of you. Confidence is a certainty that you know what you're doing and you feel ready for what's coming. Now, feeling a lack of confidence is doubting you can do it, feeling unprepared. You don't feel ready, whether that's taking a test at school tomorrow or playing in the big game next weekend or giving a presentation in 3 months. You just don't feel ready, and that's causing a struggle and a resistance within your body and mind. There's a lack of congruency because you know you have to do this thing, but your body and mind are saying, no, I can't, I'm not ready for it. So we can say that confidence is doubt. Lacking confidence is doubt, feeling insecure, being unsure of yourself, being distrustful or skeptical of your skills and abilities. Now, the mind can't tell the difference between what is real and what is imagined, what is true and what is false. And so we can talk about two different kinds of confidence and two different kinds of doubt, real and false. So real confidence is knowing you can do it. And right now you have real confidence that you can put on your shoes, comb your hair, turn on the computer. False confidence is thinking you have the skills already to do what you're about to do, but you really don't. Now, real doubt is knowing that you can't perform open heart surgery or play a note-for-note guitar solo just like Eddie Van Halen perfectly, unless of course you can. But false doubt is actually having the skills necessary to perform the task, but being so unsure of yourself, so skeptical of your ability to perform the task that you get nervous and fearful before you do it. And maybe be so nervous that it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy that you blow it, even though you actually know what you're doing. You just end up choking, even though you're really good at what it is you're supposed to be doing. So even though this video is about confidence, what we're going to look at are the two kinds of doubt or lack of confidence. Real doubt is being consciously incompetent. You are aware that you don't know what you're doing, and this may make you feel unsure of yourself. So let's look at something that a lot of people have experienced anxiety around, taking tests. So you're feeling this test anxiety. You haven't studied for the exam, so you're worried about not doing well. That's real doubt, and it's very logical. And really, there's only one way of dealing with conscious incompetence. Practice, practice, practice. So if you have a piano recital coming up and you know you haven't learned that Mozart piece that you're going to play, that's conscious incompetence. You know you can't play it. You haven't even looked at the sheet music yet. The only way to deal with this is to learn it, to practice it over and over again, to get competent at it. Get competent to the point that you are consciously competent. You know for a fact you can do it. You are confident. Now, false doubt is knowing you can't do something, that you don't have the requisite skills to do it, but you really do. You've learned that Mozart piece. You can actually play it really well on the piano. Just when you get to recital, you start doubting yourself and you get really nervous and you fumble it. So maybe you've studied for the test that's happening at school, and you know the information backwards and forwards, but when it comes time for the test, you're so unsure of yourself, you get so nervous and worried, you doubt that you can do it. You get super nervous, the fight or flight response kicks in, and you don't do so well, and you feel like a fake. This also veers into imposter syndrome territory, and that's a rabbit hole for another video. But false doubt, this is what we're going to look at in this video. False doubt, you can call it imposter syndrome, lack of confidence, really comes down to our perception of our own skills. We have the information and knowledge, but we think and feel that we don't, and therefore we don't do well in the test. Example, let's say a young professional swimmer is competing in a swim meet, and they've won many championship competitions around the country, around the world. And they get up on the starting platform waiting for the start signal to dive into the pool. They look over next to him and see Michael Phelps, the most medaled Olympian in history, and their confidence may tank. Even though they know how to swim at a professional level, even though they have many first place medals, they are now filled with doubt, unsure of that they can do it. Their perception is that since Michael Phelps is in the race, they're going to fail and that they're no good. But this is false doubt. They know what they're doing. They swim at a champion level, but that swimmer's perception of the situation is that they don't have what it takes and are going to fail. So what are the chances that they're going to fail? Even though the skills, talent, and ability are there, if the internal thoughts and feelings of doubt are of doubt and failure, that's going to crush the momentum they have to do well. And what's really interesting is that maybe Michael Phelps is having the same kind of thoughts, looking at this younger swimmer next to him, thinking this guy has won a lot of national and international championships over the last few years. He's younger. I'm getting older. My shoulder is hurting a little bit. And so this may create doubts within Michael Phelps, the most medaled Olympian in history. And my apologies to Michael Phelps. He's just the first athlete that kind of came to my mind because he's so awesome. And please don't sue me. But here's a big secret. You can change your perception. Another great example, this example of changing perception is of Roger Bannister, who in 1954 became the first person to run a mile in under 4 minutes. And this is a feat that up to this point was thought to be physically impossible. The perception of the human body was that it couldn't do it. But in May 1954, he ran a mile in 3 minutes, 59.4 seconds, barely making it. But he broke out of the 4-minute mile. He broke the 4-minute mile and changed the perceptions of not just himself, but the entire world. His record lasted for 46 days, and then someone broke the 4-minute mile again, run even faster. And since then, thousands have run a 4-minute mile because the perception of what the human body is capable of changed instantly. Okay, now let's go back to the example of taking a test at school. You're feeling doubt about this test. You're lacking confidence about this exam. Now, is it real doubt, meaning you have conscious incompetence about the material? You know you don't know the information you're going to be tested on. Well, the answer to that is practice, 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 study, study, study. Maybe you need a tutor to help you with the information you don't understand. So practice, learn, become proficient at the material until you feel confident. But if you're feeling fake doubt, if you're lacking confidence, even though you know the material and the information on the test, then you have a perception problem. And this is what hypnotherapy works with so well, your perception problems about what you can and cannot do. So during our hypnotherapy sessions together, we're going to erase that false doubt and feel confident. You're going to change your perception so you feel real confidence. And remember, false confidence will not help you, because even though you feel calm and assured walking into, say, the test, you don't know the material, so you're not going to do well being tested on the information you don't understand. So real confidence comes from knowing the material and information you're going to be tested on. If we're using that example of test anxiety, you may get rid of the test anxiety, but fake confidence isn't going to get you a good grade on the test. You're still going to have to learn, study, practice the information. However, with hypnotherapy, we can create that confidence and erase any sort of that false doubt. So imagine creating the life of your dreams as you step into your best self. As soon as you walk into the door or we get on a Zoom call, we're going to work immediately to identify the unnecessary limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. We're going to change the negative story you tell yourself. We're going to reverse it and clear it from your system in such a way that you'll immediately be able to see and feel the changes. You have created thoughts that are habitual patterns. All we have to do is interrupt those old problems, all those old patterns, a few times and help you install the new confident feelings. There's nothing wrong with you. Think of these negative thinking problems, these negative thinking patterns as that disrupt your confidence like a virus on a computer. Through hypnosis, through these hypnotherapeutic processes, you can remove that unwanted programming and install more satisfying habits and behaviors. So if you'd like to, schedule an appointment now by clicking the link below. That'll take you to Arizona Integrative Hypnotherapy scheduling calendar, and then find a day and time that works best for you on this to schedule a session. Or if you'd like to discuss this issue in more detail that you'd like to work on, please schedule a free consultation call. Thank you so much.